And first, let's do proper pranayama. Deep exhalation first, followed by deep inhalation. Retain for as long as possible, and then exhale consciously. And make sure the mind doesn't wander anywhere. Focus on the breath. Okay. So, by this process of systematic traditional pranayama, one should relax the entire physical body and also quieten the mind. By focusing on the breath, the mind gets quietened. And when the mind is quietened, Upanishad mantra says, based on the understanding or study of the Upanishads, one should do dhyanam upasana on the Brahma Tattvam as the only reality verily existent all around. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. Tat jalaniti shanta upasita. This mantra is very powerful. It addresses all aspects. One should do upasana, shanta upasita, when the mind is calm, on what? On Brahman. As what? Sarvam khaluidam. Everything verily is Brahman, the only reality. From that arises Tat Jalan. From that supreme reality arises the entire universe, sustained and dissolved, seemingly real universe. So understand the absolute reality and the relative reality. So to understand this more closer to you, Upanishad mantra points out that the same supreme principle, which is Brahma Tattvam, is the Atma Tattvam, pure consciousness principle, which is present within you. And how do you understand it? You have to understand it as your true nature, which is beyond words, beyond any explanation. Yato vacho nivartante अप्राप्य मनसा सह आनंदम ब्रह्मणो विद्वान् न बिभेति कुतश्च नेति. So that Brahman is yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. So it is beyond the comprehension of any word, because words cannot describe Brahman, and mind, the normal mind, outward going mind, cannot comprehend this Brahman. Aprapya manasa saha. But how do you understand? Anandam brahmano vidvan. When you experience happiness, you should understand that the source of happiness is Brahman, that Anandam. Whatever happiness you are experiencing is nothing but a reflection from that supreme Anandam. So Anandam Brahmanaha. So the Brahman is nothing but Anandam, your own experience as bliss. Vidwan, understand, you have to understand the experience of happiness. That is the Jnana Margam. And then what happens? Nabibheti kutascha neti, goes beyond all fear, goes beyond all sorrows, attains Jnanam and Moksham. So these are wonderful mantras which you should use for Dhyanam. How to reach that supreme state? Does now understand through the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम्. ॐ. All of us on cameras and chant Em Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha देवाय तस्मै नमः. ओम श्री कृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. Now chant the 6 slokas. All of you camera on. Chant with the knowledge, the meaning that you have understood from these slokas also running through the mind. Om Shri Ganesha Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Reshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam Tamaha Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena Bhasvata Jyotishamapi Tajyotihi Tamasah Paramuchyate Jnanam Gneyam Jnanagamyam Hridhi Sarvasya Vishtitam Nahi Jnanena Sadrisham Pavitramiha Vidyate Tatsvayam Yoga Samsiddhaha Kalenatmani Vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham Nashitam Atmanaha Esham Aditya Vajnanam प्रकाशयति तत्परम् यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणम् तमाहुः पंडितं बुधाः. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All of you on cameras, many of you not camera on. Now chant the 5 slokas with understanding the meaning, how to handle relative reality. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Maye Prapadyante Mayametam Tarantite Ananyas Mam E Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam योगक्षेमं महाम्यहं मत्तः परतरं नान्यत् किंचिदस्ति धनंजय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. So, what is the solution? Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayaha maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Dashamodhyayaha Vibhuti Yogaha. Om Narayana Parom Vyaktat Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Saptadvipacha Medini. Om. So now let's chant from sloka number 26. We will chant. Okay, we'll chant 25, 26 together. Some revision you can do. So all very good slokas for chanting. Slokas 25 and 26. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maharshinam Bhruguraham Giramasmekamaksharam Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi Sthabaranam Himalayah Ashvathah Sarva Vrikshanam Devarshinaam cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitrarathah Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. The 10th chapter is called as Vibhuti Yoga. And in this chapter, Bhagavan is explaining or giving a brief overview of his various manifestations, which are of 2 types. What are the 2 types of manifestations? Vibhutayaha, Divyahhyatma Vibhutayaha, Devi Vibhutihi, and Laukika Vibhutihi. Some of them are divine, which you cannot comprehend. How are the stars in the sky? Okay, how did the moon appear? How did the sun appear? And can any scientist comprehend? No. So they are divine. And some of the things are laukika vibhutayaha. So which are worldly things that you can see, like Ashwatha Vriksha and all those things. So Bhagavan told in sloka number 25, Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. I wanted to emphasize that. So Bhagavan Sakshat Param Brahma Tattvam, appearing as what? Ishvara Swarupam, says that I am what? Japa Yajnaha, among all the forms of worships, I am of the form of Japa. So keep repeating, more and more Japa you do, more and more you will get Punyam. And the traditional method is one should count. This is the element of counting in Japam. So, whether it is mantra Japam or Nama Japam, normally the number of letters in that mantra is taken, and then if you really want to get mantra siddhi, japa siddhi, you have to count, you have to do the chanting of that mantra or japa 1 lakh times or 2 lakh times or 5 lakh times or 10 lakh times or even a crore times of the number of letters in that particular nama. For example, Rama Nama. So it is said that Tyagaraja Swami took Rama Nama, Rama Japam. So it is said that he did crores and crores of what? Rama, 2 into 10 crores, 20 crores, like that. So it means not one day. So should calculate every day I'll do so many japa, and over a period of time, or next 10, 20, 30 years, you will get accumulate a number of what? The count will increase, and then you will see the fruits of your japam. So it is called Purascharanam. Write down. Purascharanam based on the number of characters or letters in the nama. So multiply by minimum 1 lakh. Then if you can exceed that, go to multiply by 10 lakhs, then crore. Time Venkatram is smiling. Where is the time for all these things? You have got time for gossiping. You got time for worrying. People spend time only worrying. Got time for unnecessarily sleeping, seeing TV. So whenever you get time, you try sit down. That's a simple Nama Japam like Rama and all. You can chant anytime. Other mantra Japam, you have to follow a proper procedure. I've told you enough. So make sure you do keep on doing Japam. It's very important. Even Siddha Purushas keep on doing Japam. So everybody should do Japam. Then, next important point, Naradaha, Devarashinam cha Naradaha. Sloka number 26, Bhagavan told, what is the greatness of Narada? Write down the Vyutpatti, the meaning of the word Naradaha. Naram dadati iti Naradaha. All these things you will not get anywhere. You will not get in internet. Okay. Naram means Jnanam. Naram dadati. So wherever he goes, he makes sure finally you get some knowledge. So even though he can do some kind of mischief, you all know Narada is famous for mischief, right? Create some trouble. The outcome of all the trouble is knowledge. So one of the message that Narada gives us is that even though you undergo a lot of troubles and problems in life, all of us got problems or not, all of us are always free, is it? Without any problems, ever happy, lived happily ever after. You got no problems, right? When you got problems, stick to dharma, follow the what? Dharmic way of life more and more. End of all these things, there'll be what? Success and siddhi. So you will dissolve all the problems that appear in our life is for us to become more and more mature, more and more understand the relative reality that whole world is actually not real, experience is not real. Slowly you grow over that and then treat it as something secondary. So for us today, that is occupying our mind. That is the jnanam you will get. See, when there is normal situation, we will not dedicate on what? Spirituality, Bhagavan and all, right? When there's problems, like Kunti told, no? Huh? Kunti Stuti, that I'll focus on Bhagavan only when there is problem. So that is why Narada also creates some trouble. When everything is normal, he'll come and create some trouble so that people start what? No, worshipping Bhagavan. So ultimately, if you follow dharma, you will emerge victorious. Yatho dharmas thato jayaha. Understand? Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. At any cost, don't give up the dharmic way. Problem today is all these people is kind of no people who propagate all these new things. They don't know what is dharma. They propagate wrong things. People fall into a trap and get stuck. Don't give up the dharmic way, which is connection with divine from morning to night. Then Bhagavan talked about Siddhanam Kapilo Muni. Among all Siddhas, I am Kapila Muni. So Siddhas, Siddha Purushas are people with extremely rare, powerful capabilities, as I told you. So I wanted to spend a minute for you to understand The difference between Siddhi and Jnanam. Don't combine Jnani with Siddhi. Jnanam means you study Vedanta Shastra under a guru for significant period of time, get Jnanam, understand Aham Brahmasmi and live peacefully. Clear? Without any disturbance in mind, perfect harmony with the world, and then what? Understanding that I am the supreme reality, Brahman, everything is relatively real, not connected to me. And you got this Brahmanishta, you get Jnanam and Moksham and no more rebirth. Siddhi is very different. Siddhi is focusing on either mantra or japam or yoga siddhi or whatever it is, tapas siddhi, and get miraculous powers. So now write down. If you are interested mathematically, write down Siddha and Jnani, two columns. Okay. So one may be a Jnani, but need not be a Siddha Purusha. Please understand. All Jnanis need not be Siddha Purushas. One may be a Siddha Purusha, but need not be a Jnani, necessarily be a Jnani. Both are mutually exclusive. Clear? Very rarely you can have both Jnani and Siddhi together. Very rarely, like Mahapariva, Jnanam and Siddhi together. Many people don't know Mahapariva's Siddhi, how much Siddhi had, how much powers he had. He never revealed any of those things. Okay. And like all of us, we can be without Jnanam, without Siddhi. Fourth category. Four categories, right? Among two choices, combination of two. So there are four possibilities. Slowly we should move from neither Jnanam nor Siddhi. Which is easier to get, Jnanam or Siddhi? Anybody? It is easier to get Jnanam than Siddhi. Please understand, Jnanam is easier. Siddhi is very difficult. You have to spend, many hundreds and hundreds of years on tapas. So at least we'll get Jnanam. We don't need Siddhi. Siddhi will come. If it happens, it's fine. Okay. So please understand the difference between Jnanam, because many people confuse, right? If he's a Jnani, he should also be Siddha Purusha. He should be create some magic. When I go there, things should get solved. No, not necessary. Now, the last class, we connected three words. What are they? We connected Sagaraha, Himalayaha, and Kapilo Munihi. Shloka number 24, last word Sagaraha, 25, Himalayaha, and 26, Kapilo Munihi. Yes or no? Anybody? Anybody has done some serious, disciplined study of the Bhagavad Gita, 10 chapters they were to study. And, very good. And we understood the story of Ganga Avataranam. That means what? The way Ganga Mata came from heaven to Bhuloka. By the effort of whom? Bhagirata. And I taught you one shloka. Anybody tried to look at it at least once after the last class? No. Okay, we will chant. We'll try and chant it today. Now, Arvind, can you put it in the chat box? What is the shloka? Prarabhyate na khalu vikna bhayena nichaihi. Very good. Prarabdha vigna vihitaha viramanti madhyaha. Very good. Also note down the shloka. Vignesh punah punarapi pratihanyamanaha. Prarabdham uttama janaha. Don't say guna. So please change it to Prarabdham uttama janaha na parityajanti. So that is the inspiration. See what happens in our life, small things, we get very disheartened. Arey, this problem is there. Get disappointed. You go sit in one place and start worrying. The worry creates more trouble in the mind. You get a whirlpool of thoughts and then finally become very negative. Yes or no? I'm seeing more and more people, some small problem, they get very negative. Then just for a minute, look at this Bhagirata. What a humongous task he had to get what? Ganga Mata from heavens to Bhuloka, not only Bhuloka, to Patala Loka. Because Kapila Muni was doing what? Tapas in Patala Loka. Up to Patala Loka, Ganga has to come, flow over the ashes of his forefathers, to be resurrected and attain higher positions. That means they're rising to heaven. So that is the task. And did he give up? He did not give up. So like that, I keep on saying, This consistency, constancy, commitment, three C's. Success is a result of the three C's. Very important. Just not a flash in the pan. Just come, suddenly something happens. Nothing suddenly will happen. Anything suddenly happens will go away suddenly. Please understand that. Your effort, if you put effort and you earn or whatever result you get, will stay with you. So remember the Ganga Avataram, the story of inspiration. And I told you that stories normally have three different levels of understanding for three different types of individuals. Manda Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari. For a Manda Adhikari, the lowest level people, it is another story. And story is used for what? Katha Kalakshepam. Harikatha, people do know. Harikatha, all the stories and all. You know what is Kalakshepam? Time pass. NRS. Kalam means what? Time. Shepam means pass. No? Killing time. That is okay. It's good, at least good to be hearing stories instead of gossiping or doing other wrong things. Adharmic things, listening to stories like this for inspiration is good. So that is the benefit for the Manda Adhikari. For the Madhyama Adhikari, for the mid-level people who want to use it to purify the mind. Ganga represents purity. Ganga represents ability to what? Resuscitate. What? Raise you from papas. So two shlokas you note down. Daily while taking bath, you can chant these shlokas mentally. Ganga Gangeti Yo Bruyat. Yojananam Chatairapi. Muchyate Sarva Papebhyaha. The Vishnu Lokam Sagachati. So somebody can put the shloka every day. So what is the meaning of the shloka? Even though you may be thousands and thousands of miles away from Ganga, the greatness of Ganga is that Ganga, Ganga, hey Gange, hey Gange. If you call Ganga, Ganga, yo bruyat, yojananam shatairapi. Shataihi means hundreds and hundreds of kilometers of miles away. Even then, if you call the name Ganga, thinking the water that is flowing is equivalent to Ganga Mata. Yo bruyat, yojananam shatairapi. Muchyate sarva papebhyaha. Just like Ganga Mata came down and what? Revived or gave no higher padavi for all the Sagaraputras. She'll also give us all the punyam. Muchyate sarva papebhya sa Vishnu lokam sagachati to reach Vaikuntham. This is a bhavana. Only you all know Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannihim Kuru. These kind of shlokas you chant for purification of the physical body and the mind. Then, what is the spiritual significance of the story of Gangavataranam? Write down. The spiritual significance is this. Ganga, from a spiritual standpoint, represents knowledge. It is coming from heaven, Vishnupadam, Shivakesham, and finally coming down to earth. So it comes from Sakshat, Mahavishnu, and Parameshwara. So write down, all of you systematically. Ganga represents knowledge. This knowledge can be given only by the divine, by the grace of divine. Grace of what? Both the gods are involved in this, Mahavishnu and Parameshwara. And then, but what is required from our side? Just like Bhagirath did tapas, we have to be dedicated in spite of all the hurdles that come. Vignai punah punarapi pratihanyamana. Ha. Even though you have any challenges, sir, I have got other problems at home. I have got no work to do. I have got something else is there. What? We complain about so many things. Don't study Vedanta Shastra, and this life is lost. So just like Bhagiratha did tapas, what? Only once is it? 3 times. First 1,000 years to Ganga Mata to come down. After that, she decided to come down. Then what happened next? Parameshwara had to hold Ganga. And what happened? Because of Ganga's arrogance, it was held there itself. Look at it. Even though it came down, it couldn't reach him. There is a lot of slip between the cup and the lip. We say, no? Tamil will say, Kai ketnadu, Vai ketla. So it came down, he thought everything fine, but once again another hurdle. Once again another 1,000 years to please Parameshwara. Then what happened after that? Came down from there. Okay, went through Bhulokam. Our friend Jennu Maharishi, powerful Maharishi. What did he do? Because of all the gurgling sound, once again, what happened? Gulped the gurgling Ganga. So another 1,000 years. And so she had to come out to the year of what? Jennu Maharishi Jannavi. So this knowledge, I told Ganga, is the reason or the message from the Ganga coming out of Jannu Maharishi's ears represents Karna Parampara. Karna, not Karna Mahabharata. Karna means ears. From the head of Parameshwara, okay, it reached the ear of Jannu Maharishi. Similarly, knowledge has to flow from the Guru's head to the Shishya's ear. You do Grahanam. Because Vedanta Shastra has to be listened again and again. That's why ear is very important. Bhattankarne Vishrunuyama Devaha. Vedanta Shastra Shravana is first. Then Mananam, then Nididhyasanam, then Sakshatkaram. More and more you listen with dedication, sincerity to traditional teaching of Vedanta. Don't listen to all the inner engineering art. You will go in the wrong direction, fall into a pit. Be careful. Traditional Vedanta, listen systematically, sincerely, and get Dhyanam. So, Jnanam is Karna Parampara. And so, Bhagirata's inspiration had so much difficulty for resuscitating his forefathers. What we should do? You work for yourself. You are not working for others also in this case. Are you working for your forefathers? Are you working for your father or children? Here you are working for yourself. Please do good to yourself. Get Jnanam and then distribute Anandam to everybody. So, for the Uttama Adhikari, Gangavataranam represents Dhyana Margam. Clear? So, many lessons to learn from this. Now, continuing. So, this particular chapter is very practical for you, right? So many things. I'm giving you so much information. Hopefully, you are putting everything together. Then, rest you have to organize, implement, adapt it in your daily life. Otherwise, no point. Just listening. It's not Katha Kalakshepam. Listening in 1 year. Ayaram, Gayaram. Put it. It means what you should do. All these things you have to systematize into your daily activities. What to do, when, how, and when you start doing it, then automatically it becomes second habit. So make sure it is integrated. Continuing, sloka number 27. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Uchchai Shravasamaśvanam Vidhi Mamamrutodbhavam Airabatam Gajendranam Naranam cha Naradhipam.
Yes, sir. उच्चैश्रवसमश्वानां विद्धि माममृतोद्भवम् ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां च नराधिपम्.
Very good. I will do PBA for notice after chanting. Okay. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Uchchai Shravasamaśvanam Vidhi Mamamrutodbhavam Airabatam Gajendranam Naranam cha Naradhipam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So now first the PBA for 26. May all of you be alert. Chirkaveko. Ashvathaha Sarva Vrikshanam Devarshinam Cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitrarathaha Siddhanam Kapilaha Munihi. Clear? Now, what is the uniqueness of this particular shloka? Neither aham is there nor asmi is there. So, in every of the padas, you have to add both aham and asmi. Example, aham ashvathaha sarva vrikshanam asmi. Clear? To do that. Now, look at the anmaya. Anmaya is very simple. Ashvathaha Sarva Vrikshanam. First group. Naradaha Devarshinam. Then Chitrarathaha Gandharvanam. Third group. Cha Munihi Kapilaha Siddhanam. So cha represents and. So you can that cha is moved to the last group. Clear? Got the PVA simple or not? Clear. Okay, very good. Now, meaning Ashwathaha. Ashwathaha is the fig tree. So you also call it belongs to the mulberry, group. You all should know fig tree and mulberry family. Bhagavan says, Sarva Vrikshanam, among all trees. Sarva Vrikshanam, among all trees. Ashwathaha, aha must be add that. Okay, I am the fig tree. That's why we go around the fig tree. Arasamaram. If you've got if you've got a traditional family, you can check with your grandmother or check with your mother to check with her grandmother or whatever it is. Arasamaram suttittu varum of it. People tree, correct. All those things. Equivalent name. Okay. So they go around. There's a sloka I taught you in the last class. What? Mulato Brahma Rupaya Madhyato Vishnu Rupine Agrata Shiva Rupaya Vikharajayate Namaha. Chant go around. That is another practice. Many practices are there. This is one of the practice. Okay. So Rakshana Ashwatha. Then Naradaha Devarshinam. Naradaha, you all know Narada. Must be. At that time, Narada Devarshinam, among all the sages. So Narada appears in mostly in all the Puranas, Narada will be there. Because it creates some trouble, no? Then the story will continue. So Narada will come in all the. He also comes in the Upanishads. Chandogya Upanishad. Write down. In Chandogya Upanishad, there is a section called Bhuma Vidya, where you see even this great Narada, who is teaching lessons to everybody in many ways, himself is a great lesson for all of us. Write down. Very important. Many of you don't know. Does Narada have any problems? You tell me. Does Narada have wife? Does he have children? Grandfather, grandmother, uncle, anybody? Does he have a boss to report to? Anybody give him trouble? Nobody is absolutely trouble free, right? Don't care master, can go to all the three lokas like us, doesn't need to stand in the queue for getting US visa, right? So many difficulties we have got in our life. No? Compared to all of us, Narada is trouble free, we think. But even the so-called trouble-free Narada, being a brahmachari, having on all it, not only is a brahmachari, he is not an ignorant person, very, very knowledgeable. Knows all the four Vedas, six Vedangas, all the arts, 64 arts, everything he knows, all the Shastras, such a knowledgeable person also had deep worries. Please understand, mind was not calm. Like we say, no, something is bothering. I mean, I'm not able to explain. That's why he says, when he meets Sanat Kumara, Sakshat, what? He studied, no? Skanda Subramanya Swami, who came as Sanat Kumara, the Chandogya Upanishad, he says, Soham Bhagava Shochamaha. He says, Narada is saying, he says, we have got worries, right? No? Narada himself says, Saha Aham. What kind of person am I? Saha. Who knows Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Samveda, Atharva Veda, Shabda Jnanam, everything I know, all the art, all the Vedangas, everything I know. Even then, my mind is not calm and peaceful. Tarati Shokam Atma Vidh. I've heard from great people that only Atma Jnani can cross over the ocean of misery. Now you understand now? Yeah. I don't know whether you're following what I'm saying. Slightly high level, overhead transmission. Even though you have got all the knowledge and everything, without Atma Jnanam, you can never be established in permanent peace, happiness, bliss, moksham, and what? No samsaram. You understand now? So he sat down, fell at the feet of Sanat Kumara. Who is Sanat Kumara? One of the Brahma Rishis. Forgotten. Four Brahma Rishis. No? See, this is part of knowledge. It's not no katha kalpana, engineering is not art. You have to be very dedicated, study, make notes, keep on revising. So then there are about 100 mantras, Upadesha. When you go to Chandogya, one day we'll study. Sanat Kumara gives the Upadesham. Yatra nanyat pashyati nanyat shnoti nanyat pijanati sabhuma. So we'll take an entire class, but anyway, one mantra I have chanted like that. Too many mantras systematically. Sanat Kumara gives jnanam to Narada. What is the lesson from Narada's life itself? Well, Narada gives a lot of lessons. What is the lesson from Narada's life? What is the lesson? We have to focus on jnanam. Iha chedavedi tatha satyamasti. Na chediha vedi mahati vinashti. Please understand, if you don't get jnanam, this life is gone. The biggest loss. Nothing else is a loss. Losing no thousands of whatever dollars or whatever it is. We lost a lot of millions. Some people say, sir, I lost a lot of money, sir, in life. Not a big thing. Focus on jnanam. So, Narada's personal life story is an inspiration for us to get jnanam. Devarshinam Narada. Among Devarishis, there are many Devarishis. Bhagavan says, I am Narada. So, stellar example. Work through everything, not jnanam also. Just because you are Devarishi, you will not be jnani. Please understand. Only a Brahmarishi is a jnani. That is why what Vishwamitra did. I want to get title of Brahmarishi from Vasishtha. So Devarishinam, that Devarishi became Brahmarishi, Naradaha. Then Chitrarathaha, write down. There is no Visarga in English. So write Chitraratha. So just like Abhirathaha, Chitrarathaha, that means what? Very good in drawing. Chitram means what? Picture. Picturization. Picturization need not be only in what? In canvas. You can picturize through dance. You can picturize something through songs. So all the art forms, Rathaha, means what? Extremely efficient, extremely great. Number one. The example is Chitraratha. That's why he is the king of all the Gandharvas. I told you, Chitraratha is the king of Gandharvas. All people, they are colony in one loka. They're all the artists, different artists. What? Painters, poets, no? Dance, drama, all those people are there. He is the king of that. Chitrataha. He also comes in Mahabharata, the forest when Pandavas are there. See, even in Ramayana, Mahabharata, what is happening? Good people are going to forest. Bad people are enjoying. Yes or no? At least in Ramayana, bad people are enjoying. Bad people in Ravana is enjoying. That's a different thing. But are you understanding? We don't understand the message of stories. We only want to hear something time pass. Because even the Katha Kal people, they don't know anything. They don't know Shastram. They don't know Jnanam, nothing. They simply keep on repeating what is there in front of them. Do you understand? Even in Ramayana, who went to forest? Did Ravana go to forest? Huh? In Mahabharata, did Duryodhana go to forest? Who went to forest? Hey, bhai, so you are saying, so many problems in my life, sir. I cannot study Vedanta. I don't have time. It's all complaint, no? Huh? Look at them. All good people are being put to test. So whenever there's problem, learn. Learn that these are all what? Test that I'm getting. How much steadfast I am isn't something you have to test yourself. So what? Chitraratha. How it came? Because Chitraratha came to Pandavas when they were in the forest. You want to study Mahabharata, look at it. Okay. Then Siddha Cha Munihi Kapilaha. So I am the Muni, I am the sage Kapila. Maunat Munihi. That means what? Kapila hardly opened his mouth. The moment he opened his eyes, what happened? What is the story? When he opened his eyes, what happened? All the Sagara Putras got burned. Bhasmam, correct. Ashland. You got Ashland. Next time you go to Ashland, you see. That's what has happened. So, Chamunihi Kapilaha Siddha Nam among all the Siddhas. Clear, no? So the BBA is done. Now look at sloka number 27. Okay, now we'll chant again. We missed the connectivities. Chant again 27. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Uchchai Shravashamasvanam Vidhi Mamamrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam Chanaradhipam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, Bhagavan is now pointing out that not only what? Divine what? Entities, not only among human beings, among sages, everything, even among animals, a special form of animals that Bhagavan says are all exalted. I am know me as these particular what different animals. Because some people are fond of animals. They don't like human beings. Correct? That's why they got pet and all those things, right? So some people are fond of horses. Some people are fond of elephants. So Bhagavan is saying, if you don't like human beings, forget it. You don't like idol worship, forget it. At least now you can worship different kinds of animals. In that, Bhagavan points out among different kinds of horses. So some people like horses. No? They have horse what? Stable, something they got. No? I think many places they have a lot of horses. They do that. Okay. Among horses, Ashwanam. Ashwa means horse. Write down. Among horses, Bhagavan says, know me to be Uchchaishravas. Write down. Uchchaishravas. The word Uchchaishrabasam is the word, but Uchchaishravasaha is the what? The Prathama Ekavachana. Shravaha means Kirtihi. Shravayanti. Kirtayanti. Shravaha means what? Kirti, glory, popular. One worthy of what? Admiration. Shravaha means. Uchchai Shravaha means what? Uchchai means highest. Uchamna Darimanna? Highest. What? Exalted in among the horses. Uchchai Shravasaha. Uchchai Shrabasam. So, Bhagavan says, among all the horses, I am that horse. What? What is got 7 different heads, special horse. So now in this there are two important animals. One is among all the horses, know me to be Uchchaishravas, horse with 7 heads. Write down. All are all what? Divine. Is not available in the earth. How it appear also I'll tell you next. How did it appear? Bhagavan says, Vidhimam Amrutodbhavam. Vidhima means know me. Know me as Uchchaishravas. Uchchaishravas is what? Horse is how many heads? Let me see they're listening or all lost somewhere. Horse, very good. Ram 7 heads. And how did it appear? It appeared during the Samudra Manthanam. Now another story. Okay. Story I'll tell later. But shortly there was the what? Whole curdling of the ocean to get Amritam. In that process, this Uchchaishravas was appeared from the ocean. Amrutodbhavam. So during the process of Amrita Udbhavam, churning of the Milky Ocean, not your what? Indian Ocean or Pacific Ocean or your Atlantic Ocean or Arctic Ocean. It is the Milky Ocean. So during that time, before the emergence of nectar, Amritam, Uchchaishravas was born. Similarly, Bhagavan says, I am what? Gajendranam, among the king of horses. Know me to be Airavatam, the white horse with multiple tusks, owned by who took it? Indra took it. So, Indra will take all the good things. Indra will take Kalpavriksham, Indra will take Kamadenu, Indra will take Airavatam, he'll take everything. Uchchaishravas also he took. So, among the great elephants, Gajendranam, know me as Airavatam. Airavat, you all say no? Airavatam. And what? Among human beings, Naranam, know me to be the king of olden days, not the king of the present days. Present days, king means what? President and all, what is happening in different parts of the country, parts of the world, right? What kind of president, what kind of prime minister you'll have. So don't bring it to this. You think about Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Harishchandra, all those great kings were epitome of God. Because when they give a judgment, They used to give judgment on problems, right? People accept it as Daivi Vak. Daiva Vak means what? God Himself is present in them, giving the right judgment. So among the human beings, know me to be the king, Raja. Clear? So Bhagavan has pointed out greatness in what? Animals, also human beings. So different ways for you to do dhyanam. And so we'll start the story. We'll see whether it can end. Otherwise, we'll continue in the next class. So you know all the story, right? There was what? An eagerness to get immortality, both with the Devas and the Asuras. Both wanted to get what? Everyone's immortality, right? Immortality, no death. They think getting immortality, being physically available throughout for eternity is what they all wanted. That is Ajnanam. That's not Jnanam. Please understand. And that immortality is possible only by getting what? Nectar, Amrutam. And so consultation was done with many rishis, including Narada. And so, what was the message? Amrutam will come once you curdle the Milky Ocean. Kshira Sagara, write down. Not the what? Not your, I told you, normal ocean. Kshira Sagara will do Manthanam, curdle. Then, finally, they said that Amrutam will come. How to curdle such a big ocean? To a small what? Pot with butter in that. You can take a curdler and do like this. Okay, then Navanitam will come. The ocean. So for curdling the Milky Ocean, see, it's all Milky Ocean. Milk is there in that, which is the rod that was used. Meru Parvatam, write down. Meru was chosen as, look at it. Meru Parvatam had to do the job. And for curdling, here we used to use our hand. There, what is required? Huge rope. Normal rope will break. So, Masuki, people are now knowing very good. The divine snake was used. And so, there is a lot of people. Only Asuras also are not enough. Only the Devas also are not enough. Just like your tug of war, you do know, two teams on two sides. So, one side all the Devas, another side all the Asuras. They have to tie the Vasuki to the Meru and stand on both sides and cuddle. Story, Purana. Okay. Also, Vasuki, when he's cuddling, what will happen? What? Visham will come. What? Poison will come out. So, question was, who will hold the poisonous side of the mouth of the Vasuki? Who will hold the tail, which is relatively easier? So, that decision also was resolved. Finally, the curdling started. And when the curdling started, slowly many divine entities emerged from the ocean. And so 14 different types of valuables arose from the ocean. That's why I told you, chant this sloka. Wonderfully, Kalidasa has summarized this for us. What is the sloka? Write down. Lakshmi Kaustubha Parijataka Suraha Dhanvantaris Gavah Kamadudha Sureshwara Gajo Rambhadi Devangana Ashwasaptamukho Visham Haridhanuhu Shankomrutam Chambudhe Ratnaniti Chaturdasham Pratidinam Kurvantu no Mangalam. I don't know how many of you noted down this sloka, how nice it is. So you all want valuables, you all want a lot of happiness, santosham, sakalabalam. Every day I told you morning you chant this. No one pays attention among lot of other things. Very fast. I will chant slowly. Lakshmi, one by one I'll tell you. I'll do one thing. I will chant the individual ones. Lata madam has now put it. I'll give you all the 14 valuables that came out, in which you can point out 2, 3, 4, which Bhagavan has mentioned in this chapter. First one, maybe in the same order or different order, but this is the order that Kalidasa has given. So Kalidasa is very well versed in all the Shastras. Lakshmi, he. Lakshmi, he. She said Lakshmi, he. in Sanskrit. In English, you can say Lakshmi. It's a different thing. Lakshmi, Visarga is always Lakshmi. Srihi, Lakshmi. So Lakshmi emerged from the what? Milky Ocean. Samudra Vasane Devi. You say, no? So Parvatasthana Mandite Vishnupati Namastubhyam Padasparsham Kshamaswamam. Every day morning, I told you, before putting your leg on the ground, you are supposed to chant this shloka. So Lakshmi emerged. She is Samudra Putri. Beautiful Lakshmi emerged from Samudram, Kirasagaram. What happened? Anything that is nice, Sringaram, very nice, beautiful, who will take it? Mahavishnu will take it. So they gave Lakshmi in marriage. My Swamiji used this. Marriage in Rama. All got marriage. Marriage to Lord Vishnu. So Vishnu took Lakshmi. Most of the rest of the things, Indra will take, we'll see. Next, Kaustubhamani. And the most precious emerald, gold, whatever you want to call it, most precious stone, beyond even your Navaratnam, also emerges from the ocean, just like you get a lot of valuable pearls from the ocean. Kaustubhamani, a lot of story about Kaustubhamani. Krishna Paramatma also got into trouble because of the Kaustubhamani. You all should know. Kaustubhamani. Money. Money is money. Money. Today it is MONEY. Why? Earlier it was MANI. Money. Convert money into money. That's why to chant this in the morning every day. Kaustubhamani. Then Parijatakam. Parijatakam is your form of Kalpa Vriksham. The Kalpa Vriksham means what? There is a tree, wish fulfilling tree. Sit below it and wish for anything will happen. Got all the values, beautiful. Present day, or the many varieties of Kalpa Vriksham. One of them is Parijataka Vriksham. Is called Kalpa Vriksham. Also emerge. So it will come. So just like that in the earth came from the ocean. Then Sura. Sura, see? Or when everything is fine, you want to enjoy. What you want? You want intoxicating wine. So Sura is a goddess of wine. See, even further there is goddess. Everything. Varuni. So Sura also emerged. Then this Sura is different from Amrutam. Don't mix up, okay? Then Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari Bhagavan is the god of health. Everything is there in this sloka. You've got health, you've got wealth, you've got wish fulfilling. Everything is there in this. Okay. Then what? Dhanvantari. Then sloka for the next class I'll tell you. Chant every day Dhanvantari sloka. Is a what? Upasana sloka for Dhanvantari. He is the world head of all the doctors. Actually, he emerged with the Amrutam. When he came out like that, beautifully, one of the pot he had was Amrutam. So, Dhanvantari emerged. Where? From where? From the Samudra. Time is up. We will continue in the next class. I'll mention. Okay, Chandramaha, moon. According to Puranas. So, our Puranas say moon came from Kshirasagaram. Okay. So, moon, Chandramaha. Then, next. Gavaha Kamadudhaha Kamadenu. So Kamadhenu also came. All are divine. So who took Kamadhenu? Indra took. Later it was given for a rent to Vasishta. Kamadhenu. Then Sureshwara Gajaha Airavatam. Told you, no? Sureshwara Gajaha means Sura Ishwara, Lord of all the Devatas. Indra. Already Indra is owning it. Indra's finally owned it, right? Gajaha, Airavatam also emerged from Airavata. Emerged from what? Samudramanthanam. Then all the Apsara trees, Ramba, Urvashi, all the Apsara trees, not these are all not available in the earth. Most beautiful for Indras and the Devasabha entertainment. They also came from Samudramanthanam. Please understand. Rambhari Devangana. See, they also have a team. NRS not one, but a team. Rambhadi Devanganaha. Clear so far? Clear? Then Ashwa Saptamukhaha. Saptamukho Ashwaha. You want? 7-headed horse. What? Uchchaishravas, we told you, no? Uchchaishravasaha also emerged. It was used in various wars by Indra. Indra takes everything. Huh? Then what? Visham. Visham also came. Halahalam. What is that? Poison that came. Poison, that poison, one poison is from Vasuki's mouth. That is different. Here, poison itself comes from the earth. And who took the poison? Who takes all the trouble? Very easily. Rameshwara had to take it. And so he became Neelakantha. You know the story, right? Then Haridhanu. So the bow that Vishnu uses the divine bow. Charangapani, we say, no? That it's called Dhanu, Haridhanu. The bow of Mahavishnu. Then Shankam, the divine conch, Panchajanyam. That what? Somewhere it appears, no, in Bhagavad Gita. Panchajanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya. So Panchajanya also emerged from the ocean. And finally, Amritam. All the words are noted down clearly. So we'll all chant once this sloka and we'll continue. Before that, see, one small announcement. 2 weeks from now, we have Mahashivaratri on Friday, March 8th. All of you willing to participate, just like last time, yes or no? Subject to participation only, I'll do. Minimum 100 plus people are coming. I'll not conduct a program. Point 1. Point 2, I need one lead volunteer to work with me to coordinate this event. Can somebody nominate yourself, please? All you need is simple Excel skills and some coordination skills. The template is available and I will advise how to do it. Whoever is interested, please put your name in the chat box. I'll have a conversation with a few of you who is nominated. We'll take one of you and just need to work with me. A couple of other people are there to help coordinate, but I want one lead volunteer. Everything is available. Classic template is available. I need only somebody to work with me directly so that we can organize this event, subject to availability of volunteer, lead volunteer or the program leader, and subject to 100 plus people participating. We will conduct this on Friday night. Okay. I need a leader also. Without leader, just no participant. Very good. But we'll send out a flyer subject to all these things. Send out a flyer once I get a leader, and then you can nominate yourself for performing any of the, or if you want to do any performance, sloka chanting, totra chanting, singing, you can nominate yourself. Or you say, I will participate as what? Shobhakta. We'll do what? Japam also, like last time we did, no? Through the night in India, through the day in US. Mahapunyam. You all want punyam, but you don't want to do punya karma. Enna Ram Subhu? Punyena phalamichanti, punyam nechanti manavaha. You want all punyam, you want Sukham, but when Mahashivratri, most auspicious comes, you don't want to participate, do japam, do chanting, you don't want to do. Papena phalam nechanti. Papam kurvanti yatnataha. So great opportunity for you to get divine blessings. I'm giving you advanced information. I would really appreciate somebody who has got some decent technical skills. Also, nominates for being a leader. Not much time. It takes hardly totally what 15-20 minutes for 2-3 days. That's all. It's only a question of skills rather than too much of time. Everything's template is available. So I would request you to nominate yourself as a lead volunteer or a program leader. With that, we will be able to do this program successfully. Please put your name in the chat box. Your name and number. Don't just only put your name. I don't know your numbers. Mobile numbers you put, I'll contact you. Let's stand this. What? Ratnam, Chaturdashi Ratna Slokam and end the class positively so that we keep chanting this till Saturday morning and we'll continue further on this. Lakshmi Kaustubha Parijataka Suraha Dhanvantarischandramaha Gavah Kamadudha Sureshwara Gajoram Bhadi Devanganaha Ashwasaptamukho Visham Haridhanuho Shankomrutam Chambudhe Ratnaniti Chaturdasham Pratidinam Kurvantu no Mangalam. Kurvantu no Mangalam. Also, don't forget the Subhashita. Huh? What? Prarabhyate na khalu vikna bhayena nichaihi Prarabdha vigna vihitaha viramanti madhya. That sloka also. Put. So these two, keep on chanting it when you got time, so that you commit to memory over a period of time. Very inspirational, very powerful. Daily morning chanting. Ratnaniti Chaturdasham Pratidinam. See what all to do also Kalidas has given us. We have to just follow. Ratnaniti 14 Chaturdasham Pratidinam Kurvantu Nomang. Very nice sloka. Chant every day. Get all the benefit. Om Shanti 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 Hi Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. Samasta Sanmangalani Bhuntyacharyo Narayana.